Matt Wolf will lead it off for the Raiders in the 5th inning. It's time to go home. Well, no, the game's not over. Old South Properties, Tennessee's favorite home builder, the official home builder of MTSU. They are this season's home run sponsor. Matt Wolf waves at the first pitch, comes up empty, strike one.
They don't sponsor those home runs from the visitors, do they?
No. No, they'll have to supply their own sponsor. Strike on the outside corner, and Wolf turns and walks out of the batter's box. He, along with several others, thought that pitch was outside. 2 strikes the count. High. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wolf trying to extend his hitting streak, which has reached 10 games. There's a swing and a miss. Struck him out into the turf. Catcher will throw to first to retire him for out number 1.
Well, they're flirting with the 10-run rule down in Ruston. Bottom of the 6th with 2 outs and 2 on. Louisiana Tech leading Kennesaw State 9-1.
1 out here in the 5th. Keaton Ray has the only hit for the Raiders in this game. He is standing in there and takes the pitch inside, ball 1. That one gets all the way to the backstop.
Kind of flirting that same way up in Bowling Green, Western Kentucky, on top of Sam Houston, 8-1. They're in the top of the 5th inning.
Swung on, that ball slammed foul down the right side. And it's 1-1 to Keaton Ray.
They've gone to the top of the 8th in Las Cruces, with New Mexico State still on top of Dallas Baptist, 4-1.
Ray swings and misses, strike 2. 1-2. Keaton is the DH in this game today. Check swing, it's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Rooney, the Panther catcher, was trying to buy one there.
Well, they appealed. The umpire third said no swing.
Yeah, that wasn't hard.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Downstairs, ball 3. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 strikeouts to start the 5th inning. 3.
Buck is still throwing strong.
That's 8 strikeouts in the game for him. The batter is Hayden Miller.
Whatever he's throwing, he is definitely fooling these Raider hitters.
Pitch is outside for ball 1 to Miller.
That ball actually bounced right in front of the left-handed batter's box.
And the pitch all the way to the backstop, ball 2.
That one bounced, but just behind the left-handed batter's box. You can try. You see what he's trying to do. Keep the ball down. Keep it down.
Ball 3 is outside. 3-0 now. Raiders have only had 2 base runners.
Had that single in the 3rd and then a walk in the 4th.
He threw that one into the left-hand hitter's box and didn't even come close to home plate. So the Raiders have have a runner at first with 2 outs in the 5th inning, and the batter is Cooper Clapp. Second walk given up by Owen Puck. Sun trying to pop out again here. Off-speed pitch in for strike. One ball, or no balls, one strike to Clapp. Inside, and that one again to the backstop.
That's a wild
four.
pitch.
Isn't that four he's thrown to the backstop in this inning?
I think so. He is.
Runner will go down to second.
He does not have the touch, and that brings the pitching coach out for a conversation.
That's at least the last pitch to Hayden Miller was so far outside, it barely got in the left-hand hitter's box.
Well, this is a conversation visit because as he was walking, pitching coach was walking to the mound. They finally got somebody up in their bullpen, and he is just soft tossing right now.
So now Miller advances to second base, and the count to Cooper Clapp. Well, the board says 1-1. I thought it was 2-0. Here's the pitch. Swung a little looper out in left center. Shortstop back will catch it over his head, and that will retire the Raiders in the fifth inning. No runs, no hits, one left. We have completed 5 innings, and it is FIU 3, Middle Tennessee nothing. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
This is Chip Walters, and I'm honored to be your 2024 MTAR Realtor of the Year. I'm with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates, and like many of you, I've seen the real estate market shift and change. People often ask, Chip, what's really going on? Well, that's a great question, and I believe in answering with solid, factual data. So let's cut through some of the noise. I invite you to reach out. Let's have a conversation about your real estate goals and the current market trends in your neighborhood. You can find all my contact information at choosechip.net.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders!
The Raiders have made a pitching change as we go to the 6th inning, as we're going to bring in right-hander Jack Fortner. He is a junior out of Motlow State Community College, a native of Mount Juliet.
Jack making his 7th appearance, all in relief. He's thrown, he's given up 5 runs, 3 of them earned in 6 innings, 6 hits, 7 walks, 6 strikeouts. A 4.50 ERA with no decisions. Good relief outing from Ethan Mbembo. Came on there in the 5th inning after Cole Torbett gave up the leadoff home run. Goes 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. They did have a runner reach base on an error, but Ethan was able to pitch around that.
And his center fielder helped him out in that last batter he faced.
He sure did. Saved a home run by reaching over the wall to bring it back.
Brolin West will lead off for the Panthers. First pitch to him. Pops out of Minnick Smith, goes to the backstop, ball 1.
Looks like West's family is still here.
He has twice hit back to the pitcher. Fortner's pitch outside, ball 2, 2-0. His 2 older brothers graduated from Middle Tennessee, and his dad played baseball at Lipscomb Ball hit and deep into left center field. Snyder back, and he can do nothing but watch this one. That sails over
the wall?
left center field wall near the third light tower. That's close to the big blue batting eye.
And right over the pitch clock.
Brolin West with a solo home run.
Well, you can tell where his fans are because they are. That noise you heard was from his family off to our left.
So it's now 4-0. First pitch to Ildefonso is outside for ball one.
Well, if you're going to give up home runs, the best way to do it is give up singles.
Solos.
That you know what I meant.
Wish they were singles.
Why, isn't that the truth? Yeah, solos.
Foul back to the screen, 1-1. So a home run from Ulloa, one from Cleveland, and one from West. All solo homers, plus another run, and it's 4-0. There's a line drive into left center, a base hit. Kenny McKinley will play it back into the infield. Two batters, two hits off Jack Fortner.
And that gets some action going in the Raider bullpen in a hurry.
There's Crespo. Got a base hit in the fourth inning, 1 for 2.
Looks like Johnny Stevens down there.
And the pitch to the plate is outside, ball one.
Jack needs to settle down and keep this thing close.
There's a foul to the screen. One strike the count to Crespo. Ildefonso, the runner at first. Pitch just missed for ball two, 2-0.
Well, you can see that the wind's affected ground level. Watch Jack Fortner's shirt. The way it's blowing in the wind. Look at his shirt sleeve.
2 balls, no strikes. Swinging a foul, straight back, 2-1.
Crespo, was that his home run swing, do you think?
He took a pretty good cut, didn't he?
Ended up in the left-handed batter's box by the time he finished that swing.
Two balls, one strike. And the pitch to the plate is high, ball 3. So it's 3-1.
3-2 is what the umpire is indicating.
Well, where did we miss one, John?
I don't know, but
that one hit him.
Got him between the shoulder blades.
So runners will be at first and second with no outs.
And we got Jerry Myers on the, he is crossing the line, and he's made the call.
We're going to have a pitching change here. So we will take a break, tell you about our new pitcher when we come back. You're listening to Middle Tennessee Baseball from Van Wagner.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
Middle Tennessee Electric proudly supports the MTSU Blue Raiders, and we're proud to power the scoreboard lights at Reese Smith Jr. Field. When it comes to the electric service in the community, you can always trust MTE to do what's best for our members. We serve by providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member service. Here at MTE, we serve to make life better for our members and their communities. Visit www.mtemc.com to learn more. And that scoreboard, light it up, Blue Raiders.
So Jack Fortner pitches to 3 batters, allows a home run, a single, and has hit a batter. And he will give way to right-hander Johnny Stevens.
Johnny Stevens coming on for his 10th appearance. He's thrown 15 and 2/3 innings, given up 17 runs, 14 of them earned on 18 hits, 14 walks, 16 strikeouts, an 8.04 ERA, a 3-0 record.
Stevens comes from Walter State Community College, where he was teammates with Drew Horn and Keaton Ray last year. Stevens out of Ashland, Kentucky. He'll face Serrano in the 6th inning.
They've got themselves a ball game down in Las Cruces, Dick. They've gone to the 9th inning, and New Mexico State is on top 4-3.
Against Dallas Baptist, the league leaders. Johnny Stevens' walk-on music is
Big John.
Big Bad John.
Makes you think of a sausage biscuit, right?
Yeah, Jimmy Dean. We're going to have a pinch hitter. It's going to be Candeas, who is a left-handed hitter, in for Serrano. And Stevens ready to work. First and second, no outs. Around a bunt, takes the pitch for ball 1.
It's going to be interesting to see how FIU plays it defensively with Candeas.
There's the bunt. Stevens picks it up, throws to first. Sacrifice will accomplish what it's intended to do. Move runners to second and third, now with 1 out. And the batter will be Cleveland, who almost hit one to Cleveland in the 5th inning. Hit it out of the ballpark down the right field line. 1 for 2. Left-hand hitter and a freshman. Stevens with the pitch. A little bit low, ball 1. 1 run is in here in the 6th inning. It's 4-0. The Raiders still with only 1 hit in the game. Pickoff play at second. Runner back.
Panthers had a right-hander throwing in their pen in the during the Raider 5th. Nobody throwing now.
Pitch is inside for ball 2 to Cleveland. 2 balls, no strikes. There's still no outs here in the 6th inning. I'm sorry, there's 1 out on the sacrifice. 1 out. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. Ground ball in the hole. That's a base hit to right field. They're going to wave both runners. And Rogers had a little trouble coming up with the ball, so there's no play at the plate. And it's now 6-0.
They were bringing that runner from second. Whether or not Rogers handled that ball cleanly or not. Well, that kind of closes the book on Jack Fordner. Faces 3 batters. All 3 of them score. All 3 of them earned.
That's a 2-run single for Cleveland. He's at first with 1 out. The batter is Rooney, the catcher. There's ball 1 to him. He's twice hit to third, grounded out, and lined out. So be ready down there, Hayden Miller. He may be coming your way again. High ball 2-0.
Now they do have a right-hander throwing in their bullpen again. Checking on starter Owen Pook. 72 pitches through 5.
Here's the pitch. In for a strike, 2-1 to Rooney.
Team's got a 6-run lead now. They may be going to the bullpen, which might be the best thing that could happen to the Raiders.
Two balls, 1 strike. Stevens with the pitch, way outside. The runner was going, and the throw to second will not get him. That'll be a stolen base for Cleveland. And the count 3-1 now to Rooney. Stevens comes set. Pitch, swinging a foul. That one popped off Minnick's mask.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Count will go full at 3-2.
You know, there's a reason you wear that mask, but just because you got it doesn't mean there's not going to be, that you're going to feel something if you get hit there.
So full count now to Rooney. Cleveland, the runner at second. Another pickoff throw back there, and that did not have a chance.
No, that throw was high into the first base side.
Three runs have scored here in the 6th inning. It is 6-0. FIU leading. The pitch. Ground ball to third. Miller boots that one. That one hit right in his glove and came out.
Trying and thinking about the throw before he had the baseball secured.
I told him to be ready, didn't I, John?
You did.
Runner at second had to hold up, so he didn't go anywhere. And with first and second and 1 out, the batter is Valentin. He is struck out and grounded out.
That's Miller's second E5 of the ball game.
Pitch in for a strike, 0-1. Outside for ball 1, 1-1. This game was scoreless after 3 innings, but FIU picked up 2 runs in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, and they've scored 3 here in the 6th. That's a good breaking ball in for a strike. 1-2.
Matthew Driver throwing in the Raider bullpen now.
1-2 pitch is swung on, fouled out of play. It's headed for the Raider bullpen.
Did it get there?
God will hold at 1-2. Johnny Stevens, the 4th pitcher used by the Raiders today, delivers outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners lead at 1st and 2nd. And the pitch. Ground ball to 3rd. Miller will tag the bag, throw to 1st. That is a double play. 5-3. Double play for the Raiders to get out of the inning. But not before the Panthers score 3 runs on 3 hits. There was an error and a man left. So we'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's FIU 6, Middle Tennessee nothing.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
Got some changes for FIU as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. They have a new pitcher, and they've got a new outfielder. And
yeah, new pitcher is Jarek Woodward. And what they've done in the outfield, Hector Candelas came on to pinch hit for Albert Serrano. In the 6th inning, he stays in the ball game, plays right. And Cole Cleveland moves from right field to center field.
so Jarek Woodward, 6'3", redshirt junior out of Seattle, Washington, a transfer from Seattle University.
He is making his 8th appearance, which would be his 6th in relief. He's thrown 18 innings, given up 5 runs, 4 of them earned on 17 hits, 8 walks, 23 strikeouts. He's got a 2.00 ERA, a 2-0 record with 2 saves.
Eston Snyder leads it off. Top of the batting order, Eston's 0 for 2. First pitch in for a strike. Woodward, a right-hander. Snyder swings and fouls this one out of play, and it's 0-2.
Final numbers on the starter, Owen Puck. Goes 5 innings, no runs on a hit, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts.
Swing and a miss, and Eston Snyder down on 3 pitches to open the 6th inning. And the batter will be Brett Rogers. Struck out in the first, grounded out in the fourth. Woodard's pitch is high for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a ball slammed to right field and a base hit for Rogers. That's only the Raiders' second hit of the game. Both singles. And with 1 out, the batter is Tyler Minnick. Raiders' other hit by Keaton Ray was a third-inning single. So now with 1 out, Raiders have a runner at first, and the pitch all the way to the backstop. That caroled right back to the catcher, but he thought about throwing to second. But Rogers was already down there. So that will be a wild pitch. Rogers at second base now. Ball 1, the count to Minnick. Strike is called, 1-1. Swinging a foul over by the Raider dugout.
Got the first final of the day, Dick, from Las Cruces. New Mexico State hangs on a 4-3 winner over Dallas Baptist. That's 2 weeks in a row that Dallas Baptist has gone for the sweep and lost on Sunday.
1-2 the count to Minnick. And the right-hander's pitch is high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ball 3 is outside. So full count now to Minnick. Well, if a team can win 2 out of 3 every weekend, they will probably win the championship. There's a swing and a foul back. Count holds at 3-2 to Minnick. Tyler has struck out and grounded out in his 2 previous at-bats. And ball 4 is outside.
Oh, he's having trouble finding the strike zone.
So this is the first inning, John. The Raiders have had more than 1 man on base. Yeah. And the batter will be Brett Von Dolen.
And he gets his pitch. He cuts his lead in half.
Pitch is swung on, fouled out of play. Strike 1. New pitcher is Woodward. And that ball's hit to left field, and I believe your prediction has come through, John.
He got his pitch. That was off the wall of champions, about 3/4 of the way up.
So Brett Von Dolen has unloaded his 12th home run, a 3-run shot, and now it is a 6-3 game.
And the Raiders right back in this thing. He didn't hit that ball quite as high as that home run that Ulloa hit, but it was the same place, maybe 10, 12 feet lower. But both of them hard hit.
Here's the pitch to Kenny McKinley, and it's high for ball 1.
We got a mound visit from the pitching coach. They got a left-hander throwing in their bullpen.
So a single, a walk, followed by a 3-run homer.
But they're calling. They also had I was going to say pitcher walked through the gate. That was to pick up a baseball that got out of the bullpen.
One ball, no strikes, the count.
Left-hander hadn't been throwing quite long enough to be ready.
Conference on the mound.
Told you before we started we needed to get in their bullpen. I would have liked to have gotten in their bullpen maybe 2 or 3 innings earlier.
Yes. So the conference breaks up. 1-0 the count to McKinney. And Woodward's pitch is a strike called.
That was the 4th home run of the season that Woodward has given up.
Kenny bangs it right back through the middle, a base hit.
Boy, he is a good hitter, Dick. I like watching him swing the bat.
So McKinley singles up the middle, and after striking out Snyder on 3 pitches, Woodward has given up single, walk, home run, single. And the batter is Matt Wolf. One out, runner at first. Pitch to Wolf, strike called. Matt has grounded out and struck out 0 for 2. Well, the FIU starter today was hard to handle.
Very good.
Puck went 5 innings, allowed only 1 hit. There's a swing and a foul to the screen, 0-2.
Had a couple of walks, but those 7 strikeouts, he was doing a number on Raider hitters. Struck out the first 4 batters he faced in the ball game.
Two strikes, the count to Wolf. And the pitch. High, ball 1.
How tall is this kid, Woodward?
Let's see, I think he's was listed at 6'5". No, 6'3". 6'3". Pitch is high, ball 2, 2-2.
No, he is all arms and legs, isn't he? And it looks like he weighs about, 145 pounds soaking wet.
And there's ball 3. So the count is full, 3-2.
That left-hander, I think, is ready to go.
It's heard from Tony Cassinger. He is listening today as we expected he might be. There's ball 4. The runner was going, but that's ball 4. There's no call coming at second base. Runners will be at first and second with 1 out.
And that's going to bring Keaton Ray, and I'm not going to be surprised to see him go to the pin for the left-hander now in this situation. Yeah, here he comes. They were just giving that left-hander time to throw 1 or 2 more pitches.
All right, we have had a pitching change. So we'll take a break, tell you about the new pitcher when we come back. You're listening to Blue Raider Baseball from Van Wagner.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Grannis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Grannis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Grannis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
So new pitcher is on for FIU. We'll tell you about him. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification as you're listening to Middle Tennessee Baseball.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports. WGNS. Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
And we do have a left-hander coming on. Jaden Bishop is a senior out of the state of Florida, Zephyr Hills, Florida, and a junior college transfer, as most of these players are. Got some numbers on him?
Sure do, Dick. He's making his 10th appearance, all in relief. He's thrown 15 innings, given up 8 runs, all earned on 12 hits, 9 walks, 20 strikeouts, 4.80 ERA, and 0-1 record, no saves.
So apparently Keaton Ray is going to stay in the game and hit against the left-hander with runners at first and second and just one out. The new pitcher, Woodward, struck out Snyder on 3 pitches, but he couldn't get anybody else out.
Keaton Ray is not a bad choice to leave in there. He actually hits left-handers a little bit better than he does right-handers.
Got the Raiders' first hit with a 3rd inning single and then struck out in the 5th. So runners first and second, 1 out, and the left-hander Bishop is on. And the pitch to Ray is high for ball 1.
Keaton Ray looking for his first home run. This might be the day. You know, with that wind blowing out and get one up in the air.
He's out of Walter State Community College, his first year as a Blue Raider. And he drives it into left center. That's going to get down. Kenny McKinley will score. And the throw to third, not in time. It is 6-4.
That outfielder got over there in a hurry. Kept that from going to the wall. Probably saved a run.
So on the first or the second pitch from the left-hander, Keaton Ray drives it into left center field for an RBI single.
Matt Wolf goes all the way to third base. So first and third, still just 1 out.
That run will be charged to Woodward.
As is Matt Wolf. Matt Wolf on third base belongs to Woodward.
Outside ball 1 to Hayden Miller.
We got a new ball game here.
6-4. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Raiders have come back from a 6-run deficit.
All 4 of those runs scored here in this inning.
Low and inside ball 2, 2-0.
Got to wonder if they don't
swing and a miss. 2 balls and a strike.
If they don't want to put Ray in motion, get him running, get out of that double play possibility.
Cooper Clapp waiting to hit next. Miller skies it foul off to the right, 2-2. Hayden today has struck out and walked. And we know he's capable of hitting the long ball.
We sure do. He could bounce it off the wall of champions. We've seen him do it.
Outside, high, ball 3. 3-2. Now, would you start the runner?
You know what? I might be inclined to do so.
3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Runner's not going. Popped up. That's going to drift foul. Might find the grandstand.
Well, it actually got back up above and behind us.
So the count holds at 3-2. Raiders trying to rally here in the 6th. And the pitch to the plate swung on and missed. The runner goes. They've got him trapped. The run is going to score.
Run scored
before the tag is made. So the Raiders do get the run. It's a good job by Keaton Ray from staying alive long enough to let Wolf come in to score. And then Miller struck out. That'll actually be a double play, as Ray was tagged out for the 3rd out in between 1st and 2nd. But in the inning, 5 runs for the Raiders on 4 hits. And there were no errors. The Raiders did not leave anybody. So we have completed 6 full innings. Totals for FIU, 6 runs on 6 hits. No errors. The Raiders 5 runs on 5 hits and 2 errors. 6-5 game as we go to the 7th inning on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Hey Blue Raider fans, this is Tim Page with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates. Are you on the fence about selling your home? Feel overwhelmed at the thought of purchasing a new home? Well, it's time to get moving. For professional, personal real estate services, give me a call today and put me to work for you. 615-896-5656, or you can reach me at exitmurfreesboro.com. Let's go Blue, and I'll see you at the game.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
And we go to the 7th inning. It's a 6-5 game now. If you joined us a little bit late, the Raiders just scored 5 in the bottom of the 6th inning to cut a 6-0 lead down to a single run. And here's a bunt by the leadoff hitter. Let it roll.
There we go.
And Minnick will pick it up in foul ground. That one
got the width of a baseball into foul territory, and that's when he picked it up.
It hung the line for about halfway down to the third base bag. So that is 1 strike on Ulloa. Well, this guy's really been a key for the FIU offense in this series. He has reached base twice today. Had a solo home run in the 4th, was safe on an error in the 5th. And the pitch from Stevens, tried to bunt again, and he. Now that's not a good call.
No.
He bunted right through the ball, and they called it a ball.
Yeah.
That was on appeal.
Yeah.
That's just a poor call. And that by the first base umpire, not the home plate umpire. And that ball is off his fouled
wrist,
or hit him in the hand, one of the two. And he's hurting.
Yeah, and the trainer down to take a look at that.
He is hurting.
Well, we know what those baseballs against the hand. You got the baseball, the hand, and then the bat. And
when you can hear it up here that loud, and I thought it hit the bat, John.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to be able to continue or not.
But they immediately knew something was going on there. Well, you hate to see that.
Raiders will be in action on Tuesday night against Lipscomb. That will be a 6 o'clock game here. Now, we will not be on radio Tuesday night. We will have a live stream for you on the Blue Raider app or on goblueraiders.com.
But that means you still get the same commentary that you do when you're on the radio.
I was wondering what you were going to say.
We still give you a quality show, right?
Okay, I'll take that. Well, Ulloa stays in the game. Hit by a pitch.
Yeah, he's acting like he wants to run.
Keyshawn Frett, the batter. Easton Snyder robbed him of a possible home run back in the 5th inning with a great catch to the ball. It looked like it was going over the fence. First pitch is ball 1. Ulloa, the runner at first. And the pitch in for a strike, 1-1. Johnny Stevens came on in the 6th inning. Double play got him out of trouble. One ball, one strike.
Well, if you're going to give up 3 in the top of an inning, best way to come back with 5 in the bottom.
Strike 2 is called, 1-2.
Different feel to this ball game now, though.
Raider infield double play depth. Throw to first, almost threw it away.
Did you see the first base coach?
He was getting out of the way, wasn't he?
He was going to the ground. He saw what happened to that first base umpire yesterday on an overthrow.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Nice.
And Fred down on strikes for out number 1.
Changed up on him. 75-mile-an-hour changeup.
Braylon West, the first baseman, had a leadoff home run in the 6th inning. That was off Jack Fortner. As a strike at the knees, 0-1. Ulloa, the runner at first, with 1 out. FIU leading 6-5. And the pitch on the way, grounded foul over by the FIU dugout.
Somebody makes a good snag over there in the barehanded snag.
2 strikes the count.
Panther dugout.
Here's the pitch to the plate, ground ball in the hole. That's a base hit to left field. Ulloa's going to try for third, and he's going to make it.
Yeah, he was going to make that anyway. Throw was not a great throw. Missed the cutoff man.
Had the ball in front of him all the way and legged it all the way to third. So first and third with 1 out. And the batter is Ildefonso. Has a single in 3 trips.
Need a ground ball. But I guess that was a ground ball too, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Oh, good stop by Minnick on a pitch way outside into the turf. Ball 1. With 5.5 minutes left in the game, Houston is leading Tennessee 50-40.
Wow.
That's in the Elite 8. He waved at that pitch, and that was a very bad pitch to swing at, but we'll take it. 1-1. That one was also down into the turf.
Got our second final of the afternoon. I'll get that for you in a second.
Outside for a ball, 2-1.
Down in Ruston, Louisiana Tech, a 9-2 winner over Kennesaw State.
2 balls and a strike. First and third, 1 out. Stevens with the pitch. Ground ball to third. Miller knocks it down. Throws to second. Out there. Throws to first. Safe. And a run will score. Ulloa comes in to score. West retired. 4 out, number 2. And Ildefonso safe at first.
I'm not sure that's a double play, even if Hayden Miller handles that ball cleanly. But he did get the runner at second, so no error involved on that play.
So it's now 7-5, and the batter is Crespo. And he fouls one off his fist. Back to the screen, strike 1. Coach Myers is on his way to the mound. I don't know if this is just for a conference. I don't see anybody warming up for the Raiders. And this is...
well, he had Driver throwing earlier.
Yeah. This is a big man as far as the Raiders need to retire him. Keep it at 7-5 and give your champ a chance to score some runs. That was a short meeting.
I think you probably summed up exactly what was going on in that meeting. If you had had a microphone in it, I don't think it would have been a whole lot different.
1 strike to count to Crespo. A run is scored here in the 7th. It's 7-5 FIU. Stevens with the pitch. Swinging a foul to the screen, strike 2. Ildefonso is the runner at first. Pretty good looking pitch.
Sure was.
Just missed. And it's 1-2.
Top of the 8th up in Bowling Green. Western Kentucky still on top of Sam Houston, 8-1.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Runner goes outside, throw to second. Clamp had to come off the base to catch the ball, and he was leaning the wrong way to make a tag.
That throw to the third base side of the bag.
So now the count 2-2 with a runner at second and 2 outs. Off-speed pitch, just missed. Ball 3. Full count to Crespo. And Stevens with the pitch, ground ball up the middle. Base hit, that's going to get another run in. Snyder came up throwing, but no way to get that runner from second. That stolen base proves to be big. That will make it 8-5.
And on that throw that I couldn't quite tell where that was headed, but the base runner, Crespo, goes to second on the throw.
So now 2 outs, a runner at second. 2 runs in here in the 7th, and the batter is Deering. He's only been up Is this Deering? I thought I had Candeas written in on this.
Well, it was Conde,
Well, there's the base hit up the middle.
but he was pinch hitting.
And that's going to be another run.
It was Austin Deering. Single up the middle. Drives in a run. And that's going to be enough for Johnny Stevens. That errant throw that should have gone to second base, that allowed Crespo to go second on the throw, just ended up costing him a run.
So the Raiders are making a pitching change here. It is now 9-5. And we'll have Matthew Driver, I think, coming in. We'll tell you when we come back. We'll take a break and be back with more Blue Raider baseball. You're listening to Middle Tennessee Baseball from Van Wagner.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
Well, the Raiders are making a pitching change after 3 runs have scored here in the 7th inning to make it a 9-5 game, and we've got Matthew Driver coming in.
Matthew Driver making his 5th appearance. He's thrown 3 1/3 innings, giving up 4 runs, 3 earned on 4 hits, 5 walks, 4 strikeouts, and 8.10 ERA with no decisions. He's got one job, and that's to get 1 out.
He'll face Cleveland, the left-hand hitting freshman outfielder who had a solo home run in the 5th inning and a single that drove in 2 runs in the 6th inning. So he's having a good day at the plate.
And I have a feeling that when we get to the bottom of the 7th inning, Cole Cleveland will go back to right field. Deering will probably stay in and play center.
Matthew Driver Jr., 6'4", 200-pounder out of Raleigh, North Carolina. And the first pitch to Cleveland, in for a strike. 0-1. Driver's a hard thrower. He's got a 90-plus fastball. This pitch is high, 1-1.
Got an 80-mile-an-hour changeup. I guess that was a changeup. It was not a changeup. It was a slider that he hung.
The pitch to the plate is upstairs, ball 2. 2-1 to Cleveland. 2 outs, runner at first. Murph is here today. The pitch. High, ball 3. 3-1. Well, the Raiders hitters are going to have to do it again, John.
Yep.
Ball 4's inside. And driver walks the first man he faces. The batter will be the catcher, Rooney.
He'll be the 8th man of the inning.
Brendan Rooney. 265 hitter coming in with 1 home run. 0 for 3 today. But he's hit the ball to third base all 3 times he's been up. Pitches a strike, 0-1. First and second with 2 outs.
What it needs to do is one hopper to Hayden Miller, let Hayden Miller touch the bag, and we go to the dugout and figure out how to score some runs.
Ball outside, it's 1-1.
It's going to be hard for him to pull a baseball that's thrown like that. Righty and a lefty now throwing in the Raider bullpen.
Ball 2 is outside. 2 balls and a strike.
Do we see one of those if he walks this man?
There's a strike. 2-2.
I'd just soon not test that hypothesis. How about the strikeout here?
Driver with the 2-2 pitch, and it's grounded to the left side. Backhanded by Wolf. Throws to third. Got him. Force play at third will end the inning. Nice play by Matt Wolf. He was headed in the right direction as the ball was hit in the hole between third and short. Wolf grabbed it, threw over to his teammate, Matthew Driver, for the force. So that is all in the 7th inning, but 3 runs come in to score on 3 hits. There were no errors and a couple left. 7th inning stretch time at the ballpark. FIU leading by a score of 9-5 on the Blue Raider Network. From Van Wagner.
Hey Blue Raider fans, we know life comes at you fast, but with the right insurance, you'll always be covered. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, your local State Farm agent, Trevor Haggard, former MTSU baseball player, is here to help you protect what matters most. Give him a call at 615-203-5522 and find the right plan for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm and Trevor Haggard are here to help. 615-203-5522.
Hey Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
Back at Reese Smith Field, we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Blue Raiders on the downside against Florida International, 9-5. The 9-1-2 for the Raiders this inning. That'll be Cooper Clapp, Eston Snyder, and Brett Rogers. We had clawed back within a run, had it 6-5, and then gave up 3 more in the top of the 7th. The Panthers have been pretty good since the 4th inning. 2 runs in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 3 in the 6th, 3 more in the 7th. And the Raiders all 5 in the bottom of the 6th inning. That's Jaden Bishop, left-hander, back on the mound for the Panthers, and Cooper Clapp getting ready to face him. One more warm-up pitch, throw down, and we're ready to play some baseball here in the bottom of the seventh, Dick.
Well, the Raiders had to rally in the sixth inning. They're going to have to rally again here in the seventh. Cooper Clapp will lead it off. 9-5, FIU leading.
Put up another 5 spot, and we're in the lead.
Clapp has twice popped out to the shortstop. There's a strike called.
Raiders sent 8 to the plate in that sixth inning.
Left-hander Bishop is the third pitcher for FIU and throws this one to the backstop. 1-1.
Clapp showed bunt, pulled it back.
A ball and a strike to the Raiders' second baseman. Inside, and he had to duck out of the way of that one. The count will go to 2-1. Wind has let up just a bit, it seems, John, but it's still blowing out to right field. Ball 3 is high. 3-1.
Panthers get a right-hander up.
Strike is called, and it's full at 3-2.
He is just starting to throw.
Top of the batting order, waiting next. Cooper fouls it back into the screen.
My guess is that Jaden Bishop is on a short leash.
3 balls, 2 strikes to the Raider leadoff batter here in the seventh. Bishop with a pitch. Strike 3 called. Caught the outside corner and caught Clapp looking. That is out number 1. And the batter is Eston Snyder, who has been retired twice on strikeouts and once on a fly ball, 0 for 3.
Oh, he's due.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Their starting pitcher, Puck, worked 5 innings, allowed only 1 hit. Only 1 base runner. There's a ball slammed into left field, a base hit.
There's your hit.
Eston Snyder now has reached base in 19 consecutive games. Second hit off Bishop. And the batter is Brett Rogers. Struck out, grounded out. And in the 6th inning, single to right. Came around to score.
Need base runners.
Pitch is a strike call, 0-1. Called a strike, outside corner, 0-2. Snyder leads at first. Way outside for a ball.
Well, Bishop hit the mid on that, though. That was exactly where Brennan Rooney set up. That was that waist pitch.
1-2 the count. High, ball 2. Our plate umpire today has a more liberal strike zone than the other 2 that we've seen in the series, but it works, both ways for both teams. 2-2 the count. Missed outside, ball 3. And again, as John said, he put it right where the catcher wanted it.
They were trying to catch that very front left corner of the plate and missed.
3-2 pitch, pop foul out of play. That's in the grandstand, right down below us.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody got that
She
ball.
did. She stood up and walked over 3 seats and picked it up.
3-2 pitch again fouled out of play.
Somebody going after that one? He's not a little kid either.
Full count, another 3-2 pitch. And again, he fouls it away.
Spoiled a pretty good pitch there.
Snyder has not been running on these 3-2 pitches. It's a tough call when you're 4 runs behind.
Yeah, you don't want to run into strike him out, throw him out, double play.
Ball 4 is high. So runners will be at first and second with 1 out. It's the first walk allowed by Bishop.
Tyler Minnick could get his right back, make this a 1-run game again.
Minnick has struck out, grounded out, and walked. Walked and scored in that 6th inning when the Raiders scored 5.
364 hitter against left-handers. Sees the ball well.
Swinging a foul back off the screen. 0-1 to Minnick. 3 home runs this season for the Blue Raider catcher. 23 runs driven in. First and second. The pitch. Skied foul off to the right. That's going to be out of play. Count will be 0-2. Two strikes to Minnick. Bishop, not a big guy, he's the lefty. Came on in the 6th. Strike 3 called. And there are 2 outs.
2 strikeouts in this inning, both on called third strikes.
So I'm saying, John, he's got a liberal strike zone. You better be ready to swing when you go up there.
Yeah. Brett Von Dolan, 3-run homer in his last at-bat in the 6th inning.
Popped it up. That's going to be out of play. That
up off the roof just above us and to our right.
1 strike. And a ball high and away. 1 ball, 1 strike to Von Dolan.
They're not going to give him anything to hit, are they? They're going to make Kenny McKinley do it.
3-run homer in the 6th for Von Dolan. The pitch. Ball 2, 2-1. Kenny McKinley, who had a base hit last time up, waiting to hit next. There's ball 3.
Oh, yeah.
3-1.
I don't think they even take a chance here.
Left-hander comes set, and the pitch is swung on. It'll be fouled out of play. Full count, 3-2.
That pitch might have been better than they wanted to throw.
Runners at first and second, 2 outs. The Raiders are 4 runs down here in the 7th inning. Von Dolan fouls it back out of play. So we'll do it again with a 3-2 pitch. Left-hander comes set. And the pitch to the plate way outside, ball 4. That will load the bases for Kenny McKinley.
I think they just decided they'd rather take a chance with McKinley with the bases loaded than let Von Dolan have an opportunity to hit that wall of champions again.
Kenny's been called out on strikes, and he has singled and scored a run in that 6th inning.
Yeah, and he's the tying run in this ball game.
High outside, ball 1.
Makes you wish you had some of those runs that we gave up in the top of this inning back.
And the pitch, swing and a miss, lost the bat. Now that's the second time in the game a bat has come free from a hitter after a swing.
That one didn't go nearly as far as
that
first one.
First one sailed over third base.
It almost hit the third base umpire standing one step into the outfield grass.
1 ball, 1 strike to McKinley. Bishop winds and fires. Strike 2 called. 1 and 2.
Yeah, they're very definitely pitching McKinley differently than they pitch Von Dolan.
And struck him out swinging. That is going to do it in the 7th. No runs. 1 hit, 3 left, 3 strikeouts in the inning. We have played 7 complete innings. It is FIU 9, Middle Tennessee 5. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Grannis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Grannis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Grannis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Go to the 8th inning. The Raiders missed a great opportunity in the bottom of the 7th. Loaded the bases with 2 outs, but could not get a run across. There's a final from the NCAA basketball tournament. Elite 8. Houston defeats Tennessee 69-50.
Wow.
And Michigan State and Auburn getting ready to play in the second game. For FIU, Valentine, the number 9 hitter, will lead it off against Matthew Driver. First pitch backs him away, ball 1.
Throws him the curveball. We have a final up in Bowling Green. Western Kentucky scores 3 in the bottom of the 8th. And went on the 10-run rule, 11-1 over Sam Houston. Other finals: Louisiana Tech 9, Kennesaw State 2, and New Mexico State 4, Dallas Baptist 3. This is the only game still going on.
Ground ball right side. Cooper Clapp over, picks it up and over to first. 1 out. 1 out in the 8th. Top of the batting order, Uloa.
So everything in the book except this one.
Uloa got hit in the hand. I don't think he wears batting gloves, John.
Doesn't look like it. No, he sure doesn't. Not many that do it the old-fashioned way anymore.
Here's Driver's pitch, and it's outside, ball 1.
I remember when batting gloves were first coming in, people tended to wear one. Kind of like a golf glove. And that kind of evolved.
Swing and a miss. That pitch was way outside, but he went after it 1 ball, 1 strike.
In fact, I think some of the earliest batting gloves were just repurposed golf gloves. I remember some of that.
Here's the 1-1. And check swing, the strike called. 1 and 2. 1 out here in the 8th inning. The Raiders trail 9-5. Driver's pitch must have been a bit low.
Yeah.
2-2. Pitches out of the stretch. Ground ball to short. Wolf charges. And the throw is in time to retire Ulloa. Play goes short to first. 6-3. 2 outs.
Von Dolan, a good job of staying on the bag. That was a high throw.
Keyshawn Fritt struck out twice, flied out, and walked today. But Fritt is a threat every time he comes to the plate.
Boy, isn't that the truth? He can do all kinds of things to hurt you.
Off-speed pitch in for the strike. Came with a fastball, and Fritt fouled it down the right side, and Rogers a running catch and foul ground. He covered a lot of ground out in right field, moving over into foul territory, and that's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Matthew Driver and the Raiders. So we'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Time to get some runs. It is FIU 9, Middle Tennessee 5 on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. A new pitcher for FIU is Kevin Martin, a right-hander, 6'2", 255, a grad student. Martin is a native of Miami and is a transfer from the University of Florida.
Making his 9th appearance. He's thrown 17 2/3 innings, given up 16 runs, 11 earned on 26 hits, 9 walks, 18 strikeouts, 5.60 ERA, a 2-1 record with 1 save, and opponents hitting .351, giving up 4 doubles, 3 home runs. So
he can be hit.
It looks to me like he can be hit, and we need some hits. We need base runners. We had the tying run at the plate in the 7th inning. Couldn't do anything with it.
Matt Wolf leads it off for the Raiders. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. Walked and scored in that big 6th inning for the Raiders. Matt's got a 10-game hitting streak on the line. Looking for his first hit today. Pitch is a strike call, 0-1.
Final numbers on Jaden Bishop for the Panthers. He goes an inning and 2/3, no runs, 2 hits, 4 walks, no strikeouts.
There's a strike, 0-2 to Wolf.
That's not right. Yeah,
No, he did have some strikeouts. Struck out the side in the 7th.
Sure did.
The 0-2 pitch and struck him out swinging.
Oh, he had
out on strikes.
2 walks and 4 strikeouts.
And Martin has a strikeout here to start the 8th inning.
That was swinging?
Yes. I've got 14 strikeouts for FIU pitchers today. That's unofficial. The batter is Keaton Ray. 2 singles, and he has struck out once. Pitch is low, ball 1.
8 for the starter. 1 for Woodward, 4 for Bishop, and now 1 for Martin. Yeah, that 9, 13, 14 strikeouts. You're right.
2-0 the count now to Keaton Ray. Pitch is outside, ball 3, 3-0. 1 out here in the 8th. Raiders on the short end of a 9-5 score. I believe that pitch hit him, didn't it, John?
Well, he's on first base. What was the count?
It's either ball 4 or he was hit. I think the pitch bounced up there. May have just hit him on the bounce. I don't know. Bottom line, he's on base. Here's Hayden Miller. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Saying he walked.
One on, 1 out. 8th inning.
Need to do something with this base runner.
Slammed to third. Oh, nice stop by the third baseman. He got the out at second.
Wow.
The relay to first does not get
Crespo
Miller.
He has got a glove. That should have been into the corner for a double.
So instead, it's a force out at second. Miller on the fielder's choice is the runner at first with 2 outs. Cooper Clapp, the batter. He struck out to lead off the 7th inning. Next pitch outside, ball 1. Popped out of the catcher's mitt, but the runner not going. There's a strike. 1-1 to Clapp. Two outs, runner at first. Raiders down 9-5. Takes it high for ball 2. 2-1. Be back against Lipscomb on Tuesday night, 6 o'clock. Game time. Swinging a foul out of play, and it's 2-2. Then on the road next weekend at Liberty, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Going up to Virginia, huh?
Yeah, it'll be first of 2 trips there. If the Raiders are in the tournament, it will be played at Liberty. Time call as Coach Myers wants a word with his hitter, I think.
That's it.
Is that what's going on?
He's talking with Cooper Clapp.
Count of 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs and a runner at first. Martin is the 4th pitcher used by the Panthers today. Pitch is high, ball 3. So a full count. The runner at first will get a head start on this pitch. And the pitch is outside, ball forward. He walked him. You think that's what Jerry told him?
Just hang on and make him throw strikes.
Yeah.
That's what I would have told him.
First and second with 2 outs. Eston Snyder, the batter. And as you mentioned, John, he is due.
Well, he had that single in the 7th inning, a single here. Claws back one of those runs that we gave up in the top of the 7th.
Martin's pitch, strike one. Pitch at the knees, called a strike. 0-1 to Snyder.
Snyder reaches, that brings the tying run to the plate yet again.
Swing and a miss, strike two. Runners at first and second. Had a couple of walks in the inning and struck him out swinging.
On a bad pitch.
That is all for the Raiders in the 8th. No runs, no hits. 2 left. So we have completed 8 full innings. FIU 9, Middle Tennessee 5. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Ben Wagner.
This is Chip Walters, and I'm honored to be your 2024 MTAR Realtor of the Year. I'm with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates, and like many of you, I've seen the real estate market shift and change. People often ask, Chip, what's really going on? Well, that's a great question, and I believe in answering with solid, factual data. So let's cut through some of the noise. I invite you to reach out. Let's have a conversation about your real estate goals and the current market trends in your neighborhood. You can find all my contact information at choosechip.net.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Top of the 9th inning, Matthew Driver, the 5th pitcher used by the Raiders today, will try to hold the Panthers at bay. Give us a chance. It's top of the hour. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Middle Tennessee Baseball.
The flagship station for Middle Tennessee sports, WGNS. Murfreesboro, Smyrna. The Blue Raiders play here.
Dick Palmer, John Callow with you. Heart of the batting order coming up for the Panthers here in the 9th inning. It'll be 3, 4, 5, West, Ildefonso, and Crespo. Roland West takes the first pitch from Driver. It's high for ball 1. Driver came in and pitched a 1-2-3/8 inning. Actually came in the 7th and retired the side after they'd scored 3 runs. Swung on, that ball driven through the hole into left field for a base hit and a leadoff single for West.
He had a good day.
And as you said, his folks are here watching the series this weekend. Runner at first, no outs. The batter is Ildefonso. Has a single in 4 trips, has scored a couple of runs. Driver with the pitch. It's at the knees for a strike, 0-1.
Looks like some of the family having to bail. Must have an airplane to catch.
Here's the pitch. Foul to the screen, 0-2. 2 strikes the count. Andrew Ildefonso, designated hitter, and a freshman. Drives this one into center field. That's going to drop in front of Snyder for a base hit. Runners will be at first and second, with nobody out here in the 9th. Raiders can ill afford to give up any more runs.
Third baseman number 6, Javier Crespo.
Crespo, the third baseman, 2 singles today. He's been hit by a pitch. He's scored a couple of runs, and he's played a pretty good third base for them.
Ollie Aikens throwing in the Raider bullpen.
Pitch outside, ball 1, and Coach Myers.
And I suspect we're about to see him.
On his way to the mound. Here with no outs in the top of the 9th and runners at first and second. I think they actually had a couple of pitchers throwing.
Aikens, they at one point they did have 2. One of them sat down. They're going to stay with Driver.
Crespo, a right-handed batter. Well, if you ever needed a double play, you need it right now. 2 on, nobody out. And the pitch to the plate, was he trying to bunt?
I think he was trying to bunt, then he was trying to back away, then he was just trying to
get out of the way.
And it hit the bat, so you take it.
1 ball, 1 strike now to Crespo. Backside of the box, takes a look at his third base coach.
Still showing bunt.
Lays it down, and the throw will be to first. Bad throw.
I
think
it hit the runner, yeah.
That did hit the runner. The umpires are making all kinds of hand signals out there. What are they saying?
I think he may be saying
the runner's out.
I think the runner was out of the, not in the runner's lane. Yes, that's exactly what they're saying. They're making those runners go back.
Well, the Raiders catch a break here.
Boy, they sure do.
It would have been bases loaded, no outs. As it stands now, it's 1 out, first and second. I don't know how to score that, John, but
I'm hoping somebody else will.
Now Coach Myers is out to.
Yeah, this time we are gonna get new pitcher. He's already out of the door. And
I believe it's Ollie, but I'm not sure.
Driver was on his way, and they reminded him that he's got to give up the gear so that he'll be able to, so that Ollie will be able to hear the signals.
I'm not sure if that's Ollie or not.
Yeah, let's see who that is.
Doesn't really look like him.
Well, it may not be.
We'll keep it here for just a second. I tell you what, let's go ahead and take a break. We'll come back, tell you who the new pitcher is after this on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
Middle Tennessee Electric proudly supports the MTSU Blue Raiders, and we're proud to power the scoreboard lights at Reese Smith Junior Field. When it comes to the electric service in the community, you can always trust MTE to do what's best for our members. We serve by providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member service. Here at MTE, we serve to make life better for our members and their communities. Visit www.mtemc.com to learn more. And that scoreboard, light it up, Blue Raiders.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
Figured out how to score that.
If the runner was called out on interference, I think the put out would go to the first baseman, but I'm not sure.
I think it's probably 3 unassisted. I'm going to score it that way.
So 1 out, runners first and second. Bryant Baranek will come on and try to get the last couple of outs here and let the Raiders see what they can do in the bottom of the 9th inning. Baranek is a junior out of Spring Hill.
What they're calling it is granted out to pitcher, interference. So I'd say 1 unassisted with a INT.
The batter is Deering. He had a run-scoring single in the 7th. First and second, 1 out. The pitch, swinging a foul, strike 1. Baranek, the 6th pitcher used by the Raiders today. Now the umpire's talking to the pitcher about something. I don't know.
Oh, they've already checked his glove. They've checked his hands. They've checked his face. They've checked everything. I don't know what they could be talking about.
Well, maybe they want to see if he has the new Tennessee driver's license with the star on it.
I need to get one of those real IDs.
If you're going to get on an airplane, you need one.
Mm-hmm.
1 strike the count. Bouncing ball up the middle. Clapp's got it. Throws to second, but it's too late, and the bases will be loaded. Cooper Clapp made a kind of a bucket stop behind second base and tried to underhand it over to Wolf, but the runner coming down beat the throw. That'll be an infield hit for Deering. So the bases are loaded, 1 out, and the batter is Cleveland. Already has a home run and a single today and 3 runs batted in. Baranek with the pitch. Missed outside, ball 1. Nine to 5, FIU leading and batting in the top of the 9th. With 1 out, bases loaded. There's the strike, 1-1. Raiders will have Rogers to lead off in the bottom of the 9th. Swinging a foul tip.
Right back into the mitt.
1-2 the count. Bases are full. Just missed the outside corner, 2-2. Bryant Baranek trying to pitch out of a jam in the 9th. Count of 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. And the ball hitting the air, shallow right center. Who's going to get it? Snyder comes on. He's got it. And they will not try to score as the throw is cut off by Bondolan.
Snyder came in, made a great throw, nailed the cutoff man. They would have had the runner from trying to score.
That's 2 outs in the 9th, and the batter will be the catcher, Rooney. He is 0 for 4. Baranek with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the pitch. That's right in there for a strike, 0-1. Right-hander comes set. And the pitch to the plate is swung on and missed. And he's come at him with heat on both pitches, right at 90 miles an hour, 0-2. Out of the stretch. Pitches outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bryant Baranek from Spring Hill, Tennessee, graduate of Columbia Academy. His 3rd year as a Blue Raider. 1-2 the count. Well, it gets by Minnick, and a run's going to score.
Yeah, that's going to be a wild pitch.
Wow. That hit off his glove. And that thing's just got a little harder. So the runner West comes in to score on the wild pitch. Run will be charged to Driver. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runners now at 2nd and 3rd. Takes the force away in the infield. Ball hit high in the air into left center. Snyder coming on. Takes it for out number 3, but an insurance run for FIU in the 9th, 1 run, 3 hits, 2 left. We will go to the bottom of the 9th inning. FIU 10 and Middle Tennessee 5. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
That could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
So we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. The Raiders 5 runs down. Hard to get 5 with 1 swing of the bat.
Yeah, and we've had that tying run at the plate last 2 innings. Haven't been able to do anything with it.
So this is Martin, who came on in the 8th and was able to get out of a bit of a jam of his own making. He walked a couple of guys. Brett Rogers leads off the 9th for the Raiders, and Martin's first pitch is outside, ball 1. Brett has a single today. He's walked, grounded out, and struck out.
Need base runners.
Right-hander delivers, and that's over but low for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. High, ball 3. 3-0. They've got a pitcher throwing now. I think that's a left-hander throwing. Ball 4. 4-pitch walk for Rogers to lead off the ninth. Third walk given up by Martin.
There is a left-hander throwing down there. That's number 40, Ryan Ryerson.
Tyler Minnick, the batter, with a runner at first. Strike called. It's 0-1. Minnick up. Van Dolen would be next. 1-1. Ten to 5 FIU.
Oh, we scored 5 back in the 6th.
There's ball 2. 2-1.
In fact, that's when we scored all 5 of our runs.
Ground ball, foul outside the bag at third. The count will go to 2-2.
I don't think that's where we want to hit the ball. Crespo is already robbed us of a couple of doubles, it looks like to me.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Tyler Minnick. Fly ball, right field. That's playable. Right fielder over there will take it for out number 1. And with 1 out, the batter will be Brett Van Dolen. 3-run homer in the 6th inning. 2 walks and a strikeout today. They have shown a reluctance to throw him strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Not that time.
I think that ball was a marginal strike at best.
0-1 the count. Ball low and outside, 1-1. Rogers at first, 1 out. Pitch is high. That's ball 2. 2-1 to Van Dolen. Should be leading the league in home runs after this weekend. He hit his 12th today. Fouled into the FIU dugout. Count will go to 2-2. And struck him out swinging.
Got him on a pitch down and away.
2 outs in the 9th. Kenny McKinley will be the batter. He struck out twice and singled. Had a big single in that 5-run rally, but then went down swinging with the bases loaded in the 7th. Swung on a miss, strike 1. You never want to be the guy to make the last out, do you?
No.
1 strike to count. Martin's pitch, strike called. 0-2. Ground ball to short. Long throw is in time, and this ball game is over. FIU wins it by a score of 10-5. And they will take the series 2-1. Raiders won the opening game, and then FIU has come back to win the last 2. In the inning, no runs, no hits, and 1 left. So the Panthers are now 19-10, 4-2 in the league. Raiders drop to 14-13. They are 2-4 in league play. We'll take a break, and when we come back with our postgame show, we'll check totals and highlights, try to get some words from head coach Jerry Myers. That's all coming up next on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Grannis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Grannis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Grannis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Today's game is in the books, and it's time to recap the action in the Blue Raider postgame show. Today's broadcast on the Blue Raider Network has been brought to you in part by Will Fraley, attorney at law, and by Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates and agents Brad Hopkins, Richard Lewis, Tim Page, and Chip Walters. Let's head to the ballpark for today's Blue Raider postgame show.
This three-game series to FIU by a score of 10-5. The final totals for Florida International: 10 runs, 12 hits, and no errors. And they leave 7 men on base. For Middle Tennessee, 5 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors. The Raiders strand 5. And the winning pitcher will be the starter, Puck. Owen Puck, now 3-0. He went the first 5 innings, and the Raiders couldn't even get a loud foul off him. He gave up 1 hit, walked 2, and struck out 8, and picked up his 3rd win of the season. The Raiders starting pitcher, Cole Torbett, pitched well into the 4th inning, but after retiring the first 9 batters in the first 3 innings, he ran into trouble in the 4th, gave up 3 runs on 3 hits, and he will take the loss. His record will be 0-1. And this game played in 3 hours and 20 minutes. After the first 3 innings were scoreless, Florida International got 2 runs in the 4th, added 1 in the 5th, all of that off Torbett, and they led 3-0 after 5 innings, and then they picked up 3 more runs in the 6th inning for a 6-0 lead. But the Raiders rallied for 5 runs in the 6th inning and made it a ball game again at 6-5. But FIU came right back with 3 runs in the 7th to go up 9-5, and they added a run in the 9th for the final margin of 10-5. For the Raiders, not much going in the hitting department today. The only player with multiple hits was Keaton Ray, who had a pair of singles. Eston Snyder, Brett Rogers, Brett Von Dolan, Kenny McKinley provided the other hits. Von Dolan's hit was a big 3-run homer in that 5-run 6th inning, his 12th of the season. FIU hit the ball out of the park 3 times today, as they had a solo homer from Ulloa to lead off the 4th inning. They had a home run by Cleveland to lead off the 5th inning, and a home run by West to lead off the 6th inning. So all of their home runs came with nobody on base, but they were still devastating blows for the Blue Raiders. As far as FIU, they banged out 12 hits today. 3 by West, Ildefonso and Crespo, Deering and Cleveland each had 2 hits in the ball game. So FIU drops the first game of the series by a score of 12-8. They came back and won the game last night by a score of 6-5, and they win here today by a score of 10-5. John's been updating you on scores of other games around the league. New Mexico State won the final game of their three-game series with Dallas Baptist. Western Kentucky took care of Sam Houston today. Jacksonville State won the series against Liberty. They played a doubleheader yesterday, and Louisiana Tech defeated Kennesaw State today in other games in Conference USA. Now the Raiders will come back and play Lipscomb here on Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. We'll not be on radio on that game. We will have a live stream broadcast, and it will be available on the Blue Raider app, goblueraiders.com. And then we'll be back on radio next weekend. The Raiders will travel to Lynchburg, Virginia to take on Liberty next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we'll be back on radio for that series. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, hopefully we'll be ready to talk with head coach Jerry Myers. Let's take 2 minutes, and we'll be back on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Tim Page with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates. Are you on the fence about selling your home? Feel overwhelmed at the thought of purchasing a new home? Well, it's time to get moving. For professional, personal real estate services, give me a call today and put me to work for you. 615-896-5656, or you can reach me at exitmurfreesboro.com. Let's go Blue, and I'll see you at the game.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
And still back at Reese Smith Field. We're waiting for the Blue Raider coach to finish talking with his players and try to get a few words from Coach Myers before we wrap up today. FIU winning by a score of 10-5. Again, those final totals for the Panthers: 10 runs, 12 hits, no errors, and they leave 7 men on base. And for the Blue Raiders, 5 runs on 6 hits. They committed 2 errors and left 9 men on base. Owen Punk, the starter for FIU, retired the first 6 Blue Raiders before giving up a hit to Keaton Ray in the 3rd inning. They got the next 3 batters after giving up that hit, and then in the 4th inning allowed a walk but nothing else, and in the 5th inning struck out 2 and allowed a walk. So in 5 innings he gave up 1 hit, walked 2, and had 8 strikeouts in the ball game. Their second pitcher, Jarek Woodard, is the one the Raiders were able to get to in the 6th when they scored 5. Woodard pitched a third of an inning, gave up 3 hits. He walked 2, gave up 5 runs, and had 1 strikeout. But he was the only pitcher that was not effective for the Panthers today. Jaden Bishop, the left-hander, came on, went an inning and 2/3, gave up 2 hits, but did not give up any runs. He walked a pair and struck out 4. And Kevin Martin pitched the last 2 innings and did not give up a hit. He walked 3, struck out 3. The Raiders had a lot of strikeouts today. They struck out 16 times. 16 of the 27 outs recorded by FIU were by strikeouts. For the Raiders, Cole Torbett started, went 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Now, Torbett retired the first 9 men he faced, but gave up a leadoff home run in the 4th inning and another walk in that frame. Also gave up a hit. So 2 runs scored in the 4th inning and started the 5th inning, allowed a solo home run to Cleveland, and that was when he was relieved. Ethan Mbembo came on, pitched okay. Pitched 1 inning, scoreless, no walks or strikeouts, no hits for Mbembo. Jack Fortner then came on, and he got roughed up to the tune of 3 runs on 2 hits. Johnny Stevens relieved him, pitched an inning and 2/3, gave up 3 runs on 4 hits. Matthew Driver, an inning and 2/3, was not charged with an earned run. It did give up an unearned run and a couple of hits in that inning, and Bryant Baranek finished up for the Raiders, going 2/3 of an inning. So the Raiders now 14-13. Just a game over 500, and we'll try to improve on that when they play host to Lipscomb on Tuesday at 6 o'clock. And again, we will have a live stream broadcast of that game. We're going to go down on the field level here just a minute. John Kella is down there with Coach Jerry Myers. And as soon as they are ready to go, we will get you that interview.
All right, we're down on the field with Coach Jerry Myers. A lot of opportunities today that didn't quite come through.
No, absolutely. Cole Torbett gave us a good opportunity early on and set the tone. And for the most part, as a spot start right there, he stepped up and gave us a really good effort. Unfortunately, they had a guy out there who has good stuff, good arm. He hasn't been too consistent, and today he found probably his most consistent outing that he's had all year. We might have contributed to some of that as well, but he did a nice job of throwing more strikes than he had, throwing more breaking balls for strikes than he has in the past. And so we had to try to adjust the scouting report on the fly a little bit. And, that being said, he did a nice job and got them deep into not having to use as much bullpen as they had maybe earlier in the series in the first 2 games. But we just didn't do enough. And,